You're on, big man.
We're on, big man.
Yeah,
We're live all of
we're
a sudden.
live.
I'm alive. I'm
Yeah.
alive.
We've never
Good
been live
afternoon,
before.
good morning, good evening to all our global fans, growing every week. We're really thrilled about that.
Yeah, we
Thank you
have
all
13
for
now.
13 and a half. I saw a small child trying to watch it as well, but
I
his,
saw.
his mother said, "Don't do it." Um, We're back globetrotting again. We're back in the US of A. This time in Austin, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am. It's probably an age
No,
thing.
you're right. This time you
Oh,
actually got,
we're not. We're
there's
not.
no banner, so you try not to
Oh,
screw up.
yeah. Which show? We are on the Two Old Farts Making Noises show as well.
We are.
Because Steve's got this sort of, temporary background, so I have to sort of, wonder where the hell I am today.
There you
Anyway,
go.
we're in Austin, it would appear, and we're going to be talking to a lady about art auctions and the art scene and everything which is hot and buzzing and happening in Austin. The lady's name is Natassia Wilde. I've pronounced that wrong, but she's obviously going to correct me. Enough of me. I'd just like to say hi, Natassia.
Hi.
Here we have Oscar Wilde's daughter. So I'm very excited about that because we often don't get really big celebrities. We kind of get the X and Y and Z listers, but this is like in Austin, she's like a C plus. So it's very exciting for us. We're very excited.
People are gonna think that's true.
All I know right now is we have out of our 12 fans, 2 are watching. Okay.
Okay.
Huge success.
Perfect.
So we're very excited about that. So why you're here, other than because it's 9:30 in the morning in Austin and we needed to bust somebody's chops. So is because there's an auction coming up this Thursday that we Two Old Farts have been asked to host. So people were drinking and on drugs very heavily that day. So we figured we would have you tell us about the artists that are coming, a little about the auction. I understand there's a charity, which is I think it's my favorite charity, a halfway house for girls that don't go all the way. So I'm very excited that we're going to do that charity. And I figured you can give us a little insight into like what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll do my best. I guess where do I start? Okay, so
The beginning is good, but not too far in the beginning because we don't want to go back.
well, I was born.
Right? Takes a while. It's a whole thing.
Right. So I guess I want to start talking about how I got involved with this organization. This market and auction promoted by you guys, and thank you so much for hosting. Really kind of you guys, and thank you so much for having me today. It's my first live podcast, so here we go.
Just so you know, our first live one too. So we're all together. This is awesome. And if our banner was behind me, it would say our expectations are really low. So we're expecting nothing. So this is excellent.
So I will exceed the expectations, hopefully. That's the goal. Okay. So I guess I got introduced to a wonderful woman named Cheryl, and she, through a friend of mine, Tierney Reichert, and she had this concept for an awesome market. She's opening up her grocery store in South Austin on South Congress Avenue. And hadn't quite gotten those doors open, but really still wanted to make an impact with the community because she's very much aligned with my mission, which is to promote, to really make a place and hold space for artists and local vendors. Food is her game, but she's also very appreciative of the arts. So we got introduced. I'm an art person in the city. I do a lot of art shows, and I've been doing the most I can to promote all of the interest of the local artists here in town because it's just such a vibrant art scene filled with the people that have lived here for so long, and I just really want to make sure that those people get there. Just are able to be supported by this amazing influx of growth that we've had here in the city. So I guess, when you guys, I don't know who came up with the idea for the auction, but I loved it because art auctions are,
Cheryl's a big fan of the show. She secretly watches every episode and every short that we do, and I think she was like, these two idiots would be perfect for in Austin, right? So I think that's how it all started.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
I
great.
thought you guys were gonna have paintings, and then I heard, and she's like, "Would you guys do an auction?" And we're like, "Sure, we've never done one, but we'll do anything. We're stupid like that." So there you go.
Yeah, stupid and old, Stephen. I think that's what it is. I think.
Well, sure, and for David, it's going to be like 12:30 at night, so he'll just be half asleep and dribbling.
Oh,
Be like a lot of fun. I'm telling you.
yeah. No Valium, I think, for me. Just endless cups of some sort of stimulating fluid to keep me awake, I think. Oh, and of course those very special matches I have to use to keep my eyelids open.
There you go.
Right.
She's not that old. She isn't under. She's like 20. She is.
I am not like 20, but
All right. She's
sounds
15,
great.
and parents signed a waiver. So tell us about, if you would, some of the. I see beautiful art behind you. So are some of those artists coming, or do you tell us?
Yeah, actually, so because I do this all the time, I often end up getting to hold art for artists that just don't have a place for it, and I think the safest place for art is on a wall. So I put it up. And so I have like a constantly rotating art gallery here in my house, which is
Nice.
a privilege and also a little overwhelming for some people. So I can show you around a little bit.
Sure.
I could see. I think I could see Jimi Hendrix, Boris Karloff. Is that?
That one, I'm not really sure where that came from, but that is this one behind the cheetahs here. I'm not really sure what you guys are able to see, but the cheetahs are Carlos Elliott Burgess, as well as this art of shaving.
Okay. Is that a family? Is that a family portrait? The other one under Boris Karloff?
On the left, that's not a family portrait. That is actually a Benjamin Ortiz. He is.
My apologies to Benjamin. My apologies to Benjamin for
that. He actually pulled the inspiration for that out of like the old school pennies catalogs and things like that. He like kind of see they had like kind of the older looking brassieres, I think they called it back then. But it's really a commentary of like, it's called Date with War. So it's kind of like this, moment of, I don't know. I won't go totally into it. I really could speak about art like just for a really long time. So we won't go into all that.
Dave, the auction, since you want us to do like a 4-hour auction with you guys, you're going to have a lot of talking to do. Oh, look. I know.
So that's Catwoman, obviously.
The lady from Hilda's House of Pain. Never mind. Okay.
So that is another Benjamin Ortiz. I actually have several of his here because he is in San Antonio, and I hold on to some things sometimes. So here we have, that's a Stevie Ray Vaughan by Benjamin Ortiz. We have some photography here by someone named Natassia Wilde, and then this is like a neo portrait by another Carlos Elliott Burgess.
Wow. So Miss Wilde, Oscar's daughter or granddaughter, is very talented. So
thank you. I do my best. It's actually kind of where I started. Oh, and this is like the big bad boy of this one. This one will be in the auction.
I like that tiger. That's very cool.
It's a big piece, but it's an oil painting. It's super beautiful, lots of texture, lots of water. Like it's a cat in the water. So, and this is the year of the water tiger. So, yeah.
It is the year of the tiger. Now, who's that tiger by?
That is, wow, drawing a blank.
I've heard of him, drawing a blank.
Drawing a blank.
Yeah.
Give me a second on that one. This is a Christian Amadeus Rodriguez. Hey, I
sure.
really love
that's both first names.
There you can see that better. Really beautiful. This one's one of my favorites. This is an artist out of Austin who's been around for a long time, and really just doing more my photography. And then Carlos Elliott, and then we actually have. This is like a piece. Sometimes I'll keep pieces for collectors who are trying to like recycle their collection. Right. So that was an instance of that. And here, I'm gonna get that real quick. That tiger. I don't know what's wrong with me.
getting out her putter, and she's going
It's
to
been a long time since Baron Holt, sorry. It's been a long time since I
Yeah,
talked
those
about that.
tigers are gorgeous.
Yes, it is. Now I'm trying to find you guys
Also
again.
super early for you, huh? In Austin, it would seem, because
Great, yeah. Figure out all the excuses you can for me, please.
yeah, well, I was just wondering if you had. I mean, I know last time we spoke very briefly, you didn't get up to speak to us. You got up to put the trash out. But,
that
Right.
was kind of what happened.
so yeah. So I was just wondering if the same thing happened this morning, really.
Yeah, and I can't find you guys now. I'm like looking for the other screen.
That's cool. The important thing is we see you. Don't worry about it. This is what's so great about live.
That
Even if we were
scares me a little bit.
we would still screw this up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and there is more. Like there is so much more. I even have like 4 print racks here full of stuff. So I won't give it all away. You guys can see a lot of it up on the auction, and then I'll have a booth at the market. I'm going to bring as much as I can.
You and I are in the same. I think you are in the same booth, actually.
We are. Oh,
I don't.
well,
I heard I have a tent, and I was like, "Ooh, I have a tent.
You do,
I don't know what I'm doing in it. I'm going to juggle apparently." But I mean,
So,
gotta go.
That's part of what I've been doing is, I've been kind of handling the vendor coordination for Cheryl, because I know all these people, and we're like trying to figure out placement. I think we do have your 3-year spot filled, and it's going to be with the artist that's painting.
Ooh.
So let's talk about him.
Yes. Wait, before you does he know he's stuck with one of us in his tent?
I don't think he knows yet.
Wow. Is he going to be mad if I put my finger in his ear while he paints and just go, "Hey, what's going on, buddy?" Give him like a wet willy. Okay, I'm just saying. And we may interview him.
I'm sure he would find that inspirational.
Okay, cool. If he's up, let's get him on now, and we can just tell him. No.
I would love that. So he's actually been very busy lately with awesome murals. He was working on something for, I want to say it was Austin High or one of the high schools around Austin. But his name is Gabriel Portillo, and he goes by Paste. And because he's a mural artist, I think, history of street art, and very, very beautiful stuff. Actually, I'd love to share some of his.
Sure.
Maybe like a quick video. I wonder if I can present.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, she should be able to share her screen, right, David?
I should be able to if I can figure it out. Let me see if I can present. You're gonna see like a million tabs open right now, but
ooh, now we just do. Look at that! Wow.
So yeah, here's that. Let me see if I can just. Yeah. Can you see Instagram right now?
We cannot, but that means that we just don't know what we're doing. So we'll try to figure out if we can show people.
It should. Okay. It did. Okay, entire screen. No, window. Okay, just that one.
Yeah, let's see if that'll help you share your screen.
Microsoft Edge tab. Yeah. Okay. How about that? Share. Does that work?
Oh yeah. You have to add. I think the other screen. There you go, Steve.
That's the
puppy.
Okay, perfect. So I was doing it right. You were doing it wrong. Perfect.
Yes, Steve.
Okay, so this is Pace's Instagram. You can tell he's got some really interesting work. So this is something he did for the Moody Center recently called Rise Amongst the Sun. And this is a piece that he did inside the Line Hotel, which I don't know if you guys know the Line, but they're very very aesthetic. It's a really beautiful place to go. So you can see his style is kind of, a little psychedelic, but very kind of Texas music oriented. And here's a video of him doing that mural, which, I mean, he's just, I love the, the dual nature of the way that he projects this artwork, and also the colors, because it almost looks like ultraviolet light to me.
So this poor guy has no clue of what he's in for with me helping him try to sell his so
I have mentioned you guys. I told I asked him if he was open to it, and he said he's like, sure, why not? And artists are often pretty open
Or
to.
maybe he thinks it's part of his social program to look after two old guys.
I think so. I think he thinks he probably gets brownie points, and it's
Yeah.
Austin, so they're all religious because it's Texas here. So he probably thinks he's going to get into heaven. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
this will be interesting. But it's gorgeous. His work is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it is.
I'll say thank you on his behalf.
What's really really refreshing for me is I don't know if it's because it's Texas and with this sort of on the Mexican border sort of thing as well, that the color palette is something that I don't see on a daily basis, and I find it's warming to the eye and warming to the soul when you see it. So it should be really exciting. And in what it is today, very grey, although it's incredibly warm for this time of year, but very grey Holland. We need a splash of colour, so looking forward to seeing his stuff.
Oh,
okay.
that's awesome.
Now, before our huge fan base, because there's a couple people watching live, which is pretty cool. So we're going to repost this so people can watch it. So the auction is this Thursday.
I thought the first one was better, Stephen.
The Austin, yes. We're selling a kid named Austin. You've seen him on milk cartons. Anyway,
Amazing.
the auction, she's like, no, we don't. We're not doing
I'm
that.
full of surprises. I'm being surprised all the time.
So the auction will be this Thursday, which is October 20th. It will be at 5. It starts, I think, at 5:30 Central Time. I don't know if we're going to start auctioning off paintings then, or just kind of give everybody an idea of all the paintings, and you and I will show them the painting and you'll talk through it. David will be there dribbling, so that'll be fun. We're going to auction that off as well. And then at some point,
worth a lot of money.
That's where the money is. That's what I'm thinking. That's the money shot.
Performance art.
Performance
art. I mean, some people are sperm donors, and when you get to my age, I'm like a drool, just drool a lot, and people want that stuff. It's invigorating.
So we're going to have roughly 15 or 20 paintings I know we have this gentleman doing a live painting, so that's going to be very.
So the other thing we have going is we have a bunch of artists who are going to be there at the market, just vending their wares.
Right.
And they will have their paintings and prints available. So you can, I don't know if you guys are planning to walk around, if you can walk anymore, I don't know.
Wow. I have a scooter, and I drive the little scooter around, and it has big lights in the front and a
Perfect.
So
you're gonna wreak havoc. You're just gonna be like,
he's moved up from a Zimmer frame to a scooter, so it's all uphill from here.
Well, I'll double check with Cheryl, make sure we have enough insurance.
Can I just mention the fact that if people are crazy enough like me to be up, want to watch history in the making, because it will be. This is a first for everybody. So that's the exciting thing about the fact, because it could be car crash YouTubing as well. But if anybody's up and around at 12:30 a.m., that's Friday morning
in Holland.
Already, it'll be 11:30 in the UK. Jump on and come and have a look and see us do crazy stuff and meet these artists that I think nobody would have seen before. So this is really, really exciting. And thank you to Natassia for giving the opportunity, and to Steve and to Tasties for putting it all together, because I'm really up for this one.
So this is going to be if I'm not mistaken, the address is 38 something.
Yeah.
It's across from
38 something. Is that on Google? Can I Google 38 something?
Here, let me show you the.
I did that last time. I got a whole load of different pictures.
I'm going to share my screen again.
She's going to share her screen again. See, one of us knows what we're doing.
You can see. Hang on.
So Natassia, how many artists do we think? I mean, that tiger in the background is absolutely gorgeous. I may actually have to bid on that one, but. How many artists do we think we're going to actually have for bid, other than the one that you're going to be showing, the one that you showed us, and the gentleman who's going to be there doing it live?
There in total we have 13 vendors. I didn't know it was going to start making music here. Okay, there's the flyer. Can you guys see it?
Yes. And with
Is
the
it happy time again? Did I miss something here?
you did.
I am so a professional when it comes to this
That's
stuff.
okay. We muted the audio, but we're gonna play it towards the end because I need to get my exercise in this morning.
Yes, there we go. Sorry, I figured it out how to mute it there.
That's okay.
But this is the market, and it's going to be from 6 to 9:30. You guys may start a little bit earlier. You said 5:30. That's good. We can, kind of get things rolling and make sure we work out any kinks. And then it's at 3208 South Congress. So that's right there across from St. Edward's University, off South Congress Avenue in the parking lot there. That once was called the Soko Square. So very visible from, you'll be able to see it. We have lots of things going on. So free beer, by the way, if anybody's into that, which I think people are. We have lots of games. It's going to be like fun for the family. We have a photo booth, lots of local food, which is just super awesome to be promoting these vendors that are just incredible chefs. And then we're, of course, having the art auction, and I'm going to be offering pumpkins to paint for the kiddos and the adults. I always like to do the paintings as well. So we'll have some fun with that. And of course, all the artists and the jewelry and the fashion, we have fashion designers, we have a balloon artist, face painting, et cetera, et cetera. So 3208 South Congress is
where we're going to be.
New address. And I did want to mention, like, one of the things that I'm kind of trying to focus on for this market is this art fashion scenario, because I really love the intersection between those two things. So I just kind of wanted to show you a little example of something like that might be like there, but we've got like art clothes. So like this is an example of like a painting that was made into a tank top, little skirt to go with it.
Very nice.
This artist will not be there. Unfortunately, she's got a prior engagement, but her name is Elizabeth Banker, and she's an awesome visionary artist, is the style that she goes with.
So how is she doing that? Is she making the painting first and then making the clothing afterwards, or is it?
Yes, exactly. So she's an oil painter. Something we often encounter is like oil painters that take so long to make their work, and they're so beautiful, incredible pieces. It's really hard to kind of communicate the value of that to people for some reason, and so they oftentimes will take that art and like make prints, and some people have started doing clothes, and I love that because I'm really into fashion and have been interested in the intersection between art and fashion for many years. So that's like a niche that I'm pursuing, this kind of artistic.
Yeah, I mean, the sort of prices that you'd have to pay for that, if you wanted to have one piece of bespoke clothing made for you, it's such a bargain at the end of the day, even though people go, oh, how much for a tank top and a skirt? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you want something cheap, go to the supermarket and get it. And
everybody else want to wear the art, people are way more likely to bring home, like okay, you buy a piece of art, you put it up in your house and you get to see it, which I think is amazing. It definitely brings like an energy into the home that is valuable. If you want like some infusion of energy, I highly recommend purchasing original art, because like a print just doesn't do the same thing. But yeah, if you can't do that, or if you would rather like wear it and show everybody, then you have some clothes that have art on them. So I just think it's a win-win.
Well, it's no different than when you go to an art museum, and I mean like a big one, and they sell the T-shirts or they sell the handbag or they sell it. Right, it's the same type of thing. So
exactly.
It's just a way to do self-expression. Or if you're Jimi Hendrix, you would, back in the day, sell a T-shirt or something.
Yeah, that one I found somewhere, so I don't know the artist. I just love it.
He's probably gonna watch it. Too. That's mine. So now, between now and Thursday, we'll be able to see the art, or is it going to be a surprise and we're going to show the art to everybody on the day of the auction?
Yes, absolutely. We're going to show everyone the art on the day of the auction. Also, you can also have a preview and check out. Let me just also do another quick share.
If we were doing this via Zoom, this would be the same thing. We don't edit anything, because we told you, it's like you're at a cocktail.
I know, we like to show everyone how
it just got stuck between us, so we're sorry.
Yeah, just how weird it is trying to make this look seamless. It's definitely
Yeah.
not.
No, but
Me.
why? I mean, that's that's the other thing. There's so much slick TV, and when TV gets or YouTube things get really slick,
Ooh.
everybody just says, "Oh, it's all fake anyway," And
I have to tell you that tiger painting is my favorite. So do we know where that's
It is so great. So this is where I'm directing you guys to my website right now. This is wildeartcurations.com. A lot of this art will be available at the auction. These are all like local artists that have that live in and around Austin. So here's like my selection. There's a lot of stuff that's on the wall. You can see
That's
all
it.
these things
Oh,
like on my website. We've got and then I like to this is one artist that they won't be there, so I'll show you. So they've got, it's a little, maybe a little risque there, but I really love the style of this projection, this kind of dual thing. So you can kind of see they're just as a print, but it's like very affordable. And then we have like kind of like higher level pieces or originals, like this Phoenix.
Will the like the tiger and some of the ones that are on your wall that I guess we're going to be sending to the auction, are they going to be reserves, or how are we
Yes, so we're going to start out with a minimum bid. Love this
Okay.
artist, Corey Vaughn. We're going to start out with a minimum bid, and yes, have a reserve price, because we're not going to sell these for $25. I know we all want that, but the artists are taking home the vast majority of the sale. So I really want them to get make rent this month. But I've got a lot of things to offer, so we're gonna try to show everything off in its best light, and hopefully get some support for the locals here in Texas, in Austin. That was something I don't know if you guys saw that movie, the Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yes, we saw. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a little.
I really really loved it. So anyways, that's you can also see some of my previous exhibitions on my website. If you go, I've done fashion shows, I've done solo exhibitions, and you can even, like, if you like to tour art that way, I have virtual tours on my website, so you can go look at it.
Stephen, you didn't tell me that she was famous.
I'm like not famous, but I've been in Austin for 16 years. It's a small town, and so people know.
Everybody, when you mention art, her name comes up, and like right away they go, "Oh, you have to talk to her," and that's it. That's what they say.
And the other thing I wanted to show you,
going back to the artwork, I think that was a really important point to just to sort of hammer that home. All of these paintings have to have a reserve on it, and they have to be a price where that you pay for the value which you're going to get. And if nobody's prepared to pay for that, I suggest to all the artists, well, bummer then for everybody who didn't buy your art, pack it in and take it away and put it in front of another audience who will appreciate it. Simple as that. Because like you said, selling it for $25 because that's the only bid on the table.
Right, we're not doing that. It's valuable, and these artists deserve to be paid for their work, like everybody else. And I just would congratulate someone who got to take one of these awesome pieces home, because they're just amazing. Really just epic, honestly. Stuff going on here in Austin.
And they can be shipped worldwide.
Absolutely, we can ship worldwide. I have a garage full of boxes ready to go, like of all sizes. So I've been collecting them.
We'd have it created for people, especially on some. The tiger I like is 8,800 on the wall. I don't know if it's going to start lower at the real auction, but it's 8,800. So if someone wants to buy that outside the United States or outside of Austin, you need it shipped. We all understand. There's the price of the art. There's a buyer's premium. The buyers are responsible for the shipping. And the insurance and whatnot, and everything will get to you within 30 days. We have a software for the auction, so people can come and register online, and we'll have QR codes and whatnot, so it'll be kind of seamless. And hopefully, the one painting that's going to go for charity will do really well, and hopefully the artists will make money. And I understand if this goes well, you guys want to do this as a monthly thing.
Yeah, we would love to do a monthly. I mean, all the artists are very excited about it. So, there's been a lot of people who just couldn't make this one that want to jump in on the next. And it's just going to keep gaining momentum.
Well, I was really excited about it until Steve said we're going to do it every month.
Right. Yeah. You're gonna just be up at all hours every
Yeah.
hour.
So the only thing that I said, yeah, that's great, but it's still a school day for me the next day. So yeah, if we can do that on a Friday or a Saturday night for me, so it's a
Could work.
Friday night for you guys or a Saturday night for you guys.
Well, I'll put
Then yeah, let's do it as regularly as possible.
It's up to
But
Cheryl. By the way, this is all about taste. Taste Market is
we appreciate that.
And
Well, I do.
she's trying to make sure that the community is able to come out for it, that everybody involved is able to be there for it. And it's tricky. Austin, there's a lot going on every day. That's what's great about Austin is there's just like you never have to be alone because there's always something going on if you want that. And you're likely to run into 10 people as well. Like at least.
I was just thinking more about herself, Natassia, going forward, and because I'd love to do this regularly, because I mean the art is just wow, and it brings color in my life. It wakes me up. All the positive things that I need in life. So yeah, I would love to be a part of that. But for me, it's more towards the weekends, the Fridays and the Saturday nights, because it's a killer. It's the same the other way around. When we talk to people we talked to a guy in Australia. I don't know what sort of time he crawled out of bed in the morning, but it was super early just to talk to a couple of old farts. But hey, but I was really thrilled that we spoke to him because he just made stuff you thought, really? So jaw-droppingly wacky stuff. Tim Lee, you can find him on the Two Old Farts website, www.twooldfarts.biz.
Shamelessly plugging, as always.
Shamelessly plugging. You can find him on that. And he has just at his age followed his dream. And I think that's for all those people that you're representing that got the art on the wall behind you. You're representing them as they're following their dreams, and you should be proud to of yourself to do that.
I am. Well, I feel privileged and honored to be able to do this for people, and it's kind of funny how it started out. I didn't know where I was going at first. I really just wanted to get my art in galleries, and then I kind of have always been a really impatient person, so I just went ahead and started my own situation, and now I'm here like just in the thick of it doing this for everyone because I realized that I had some skills to offer that maybe they could be useful to other people.
And it's currently just in Austin that you're doing all of this.
I've actually considered there's some things possibly in the works for, maybe some mobile shows or some pop-ups in New York and California. I mean, I have friends all over the country, in Portland, so there's definitely options to expand. I'm open to anything. I'm currently looking for a gallery space in Austin. I've been doing pop-ups, at places like that are vacant, the month has already started. You didn't rent your space out. You're a commercial real estate person, and you have something that would be like a nice storefront for something. And then, sometimes people will let me just bring the art in and pop it up, and give that visibility for artists to have. And it's a huge boon for us, and we really appreciate that. So anyone who's listening that might have a space that would be willing to donate for a week or a month or whatever, even a couple days, like I would be so appreciative of that. And so would all of these wonderful artists, because we just need platforms, we need visibility in order to get the art out there, which you guys are giving us. And so I thank you so much for that.
With our 12 fans globally, yes. So,
well, it's out there. And
well, I'm amazed actually that Stephen didn't mention a certain city on the planet, which right.
I mentioned it.
Oh, you mentioned, but you don't get paid for it.
This is
I mean, normally he's like a dog with a rabbit. As soon as the dog sees the rabbit, he's out there. But today he's sleeping a bit. Technology's catching up with him. And Stephen, do you have something to offer today?
What's happening is because now I'm apparently the producer and director of our live feed.
Oh my
Make
God,
sure this is all
multitasking.
correct. On Zoom, it's easy. I just sit there and look pretty. Neither of you say a word, please.
What's gone wrong now? Is all I can say.
That's very true. This is what I look like without makeup. So I'm learning how to do all this. But yes, New York, the greatest city in the world. Too bad we can't have an auction there. Do you feel better? Thank you very little. So this auction again is for Tasty's Farmers Market. It's outside there where they're going to just have their first store on South Congress, across from St. Edward's. Right? I got that one right.
Yes,
I keep calling it St.
that's
Edward's.
also my alma mater, so go through it.
Oh, that's why. Okay, so it's across from your alma mater, St. Edward's. In fact, we know was a girl that lives close to us, and she plays football for them, soccer.
Yeah, they're known for their soccer team for sure.
State champs in the whole 9 yards. So it'll be there. It starts at 6 o'clock Central Time, Austin time, ends at 9 o'clock Austin time. If you're watching this, and not too many people watching the live feed because it's early, so they'll watch it probably in recording, that you are more than welcome to join us at 6 o'clock at night Central Time this Thursday, October 20th, and you can actually bid on the art. And we'll take you on a little walk around and show you what's around as well. And you can kind of do what
you guys are going to love it. I'm so excited.
I'm looking forward to it.
Also, we have this awesome opportunity to win $100 Tasty's gift card.
Woo!
So all you have to do is RSVP. So you just go to Tasty's Market, TASTES market.com/event with just event, no S. That's not confusing. And RSVP, and then that'll get you on the list and to win that awesome gift card.
That's awesome.
And give us an idea of how many people we're going to be dealing with.
we're expecting thousands. So
yeah, thousands. I mean, we are expecting, possibly, 300 to 500. So, there will be a crowd. But it's a good sized parking lot, and that we're posting up in, and we have all the amenities, porta potties, everything. The kids will have like lots of things to do, so the parents can shop and kind of have like.
Or you can lock your child in a porta potty, so that's fine if you want to lock your child in a porta potty with a group of
right. We just that's their time out,
Well, you can call that art, can't you?
Anything can be, as long as it makes you feel something.
There you go. And I won't even go down that road because that's another 2-hour show. Thank you so much for getting up early this morning. We know that you just, you have to take out the trash.
I did do that this morning, literally.
David's his nurse is gonna come in shortly and do whatever, and then we'll do some promos. And we're just telling everybody that, so you'll see some goofy stuff in the next couple of days for the art. And then we'll have some clips of the art, and we'll go from there. And once again, thank you. And try to join the auction live if you can't on the internet. I'm sorry. Try to join the auction live on YouTube with us. If you can't make it there in person, you get to at least experience that.
Absolutely. Please join us. And if you can make it in person, fabulous. If not, feel free to contact me for any reason art related. I produce shows, but I also do I do in-house art curations. So
that sounds wrong on many levels, just so we're clear. So
like concierge art services, basically. So yeah, just the way anything you need.
Whatever you need, just call me, please.
Just call me maybe. So thanks, guys. So I'm Natassia Wilde, and please go to Tasty's Market and support local artists in any way you can, because we need
plug
that.
Your site one more time.
It's Wilde Art Curation. .com. That's Wilde with an E, just like
I will have it, as David likes to do, this down below somewhere.
We'll be down here somewhere.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
you, guys.
Bye today. Bye-bye.
Bye.